Hey everyone, it's Chris here. So if you're new to this channel, within this playlist, we tackle different Web Vitals issues related to your Webflow site. And in today's tutorial, we're gonna cover another issue that is related to your images, and that is serve images in next-gen formats. So before I'm gonna show you what is the proper way, or at least my way of optimizing and converting images from JPEG, PNG, SVGs into this next-gen formats like WEBP and AVIF, I wanted to take a moment and kind of explain to you the main reason why first and foremost you have this issue. So the idea is old formats for images like JPEG and PNGs, they don't have the enough compression level to make the image size small enough so it's easy to download that specific image. Now imagine you have a content-heavy website. You have like a lot of images on your landing page, and there's someone using a mobile phone with, let's say, a slow 3G network. And for that specific person, in order to access this landing page that, let's say, you run using Facebook or Google Ads, it's gonna take a considerable amount of time. So it's important that every single image that you do have on this landing page that you've built out does have enough compression, and of course without losing the quality, and at the same time the size of this image it's quite small, so it's easy for the mobile browser on a slow 3G network to download this image. Now, what is my way of optimizing images when it comes to the Webflow site? So let's open up the Webflow designer. I have a simple section right here with the image and some elements on the right side. And if we open up this image within my assets panel on the Webflow, you can see that it says .jpeg. So right off the bat, it's not using a modern format like WEBP and AVIF. So what we can do here is we can do the Webflow way. We can select the image by clicking on this select icon, and then we can click on compress. You can definitely use the Webflow compression tool if you don't want to spend time manually converting your images. But if you really want full control over how you compress and how you convert your images, then there is a tool. It's called Squoosh.app. I'm gonna have a link in the video description. Now, this tool has been developed by Chrome Labs, the same guys that build Chrome browser, of course, and the Lighthouse, Speed Insights, and Core Web Vitals. So I do trust them. It's a free tool, and all you have to do is you just have to identify your JPEG or PNG image, and you have to drag and drop it over here. Now, once the image has been uploaded, all you have to do is from this panel in the corner, you'll have to click on Moz JPEG and you'll have to switch to WebP. That's literally it. Now, there's like additional settings that you can do here, like for example, the effort, i.e. how much compression it needs to apply to this WEBP image, and of course the quality, which is how much quality you want to preserve. Quality means like every single pixel has information, like the colors and position, right? So how much pixel information you want to preserve. So basically when you drag down the quality, some pixels will lose information, some of them will even like be deleted, okay? Or combined together. So if I would like bring the quality all the way to, I don't know, let's say somewhere here, you can see like the after effect. Some pixels lost their quality, lost their information, and basically like it combined them together. So I hope this makes sense. Now, usually I set this to 75, the default thing that Squoosh gives me. And once I'm happy, I just hit download. And just note the difference in size. So for example, the original image, which was like a compressed JPEG, was 170 kilobytes, right? And the after image, which is a WEBP, it's 78.1 kilobytes. So it's like a 33% reduction. So once I'm happy, I'm gonna hit this download button. I'm gonna click on, let me close this one. I'm gonna click on Save As, and then I'm gonna save it somewhere here on my computer inside my stock folder and hit save. So now what I do from here is I go back to the Webflow. Usually I keep all of my assets organized into folders like logos, mockups, infographics, stock, icons, and so on. So I have this folder called stock, and what I'm gonna do is I will drag and drop this WEBP image over here. I'm gonna wait for this to be fully uploaded, And then once it's uploaded, usually I delete the JPEG version because you don't need to have the same image twice, a JPEG and a WebP version. It just keeps your assets way more clean. But my JPEG version has these settings of the alternative text. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this alternative text. Always add alternative text if your image has some information inside. So let's say it's a stock image with some mockup or infographics on the top. It's the infographic image itself. So when your image is visible to the user and they can click on that image and see that image, always add an alternative text because accessibility readers and crawl bots, they need to know what's inside that image. Okay, so I'm going to copy this descriptive text from here. Then I'm going to go to my WebP and click this settings icon and put my descriptive over here. And then from here, I just can exit this out and of course, select my image, this JPEG version, and hit delete because I don't need this anymore. Good. Now I only have my WebP image. So the very last thing to do is just identify the image on my canvas, on my page, double click on the image to open up the image settings. And then where it says replace image, I'm going to click replace image and select my WebP image. And that is it. That is how I do convert my JPEG PNG images to the WebP. One last thing I wanted to note here is, of course, talking about the SVGs. So I personally am not using SVG images. So as an image, I'm only using SVG as code and only when I need to change the specific things inside that SVG. So let's say I have a logo and I want to change the colors of my logo, or I want to change the shape of my logo. In that case, I would use an SVG. But if I know that I'll have to upload an SVG as an image, I never do so. I always go with the WebP approach, right? Because it's way more compressed than an SVG version, unless I know that I or my clients want to change that logo color or change that logo shape when something is happening on the page. Like for example, when I scroll down and my navigation, let's say from transparent becomes dark, and obviously I need to change the color of my logo too, using the current color attribute. So I do hope this does make sense to you guys. If you're gonna have any questions around this compression methodology that we're using right here using the Squoosh app, I guess the comment section below, it's your best friend.